aim of having a center is essentially within the confines of a university. You would have students coming up, as well as staff, coming up with different technologies based on research or based on science education. And these technologies within the confines of the university need to be protected. This policy requires that the university would have an office or a center that particularly looks at technology developed within UBT that need to be protected, providing them with the opportunity for them to be transferred and made available to the public. So you have research being conducted. The research leads to some technology, some intellectual property is created. This property then goes to the Technology Transfer Center, and the students or the staff get to talk to the technology transfer manager or a member of the team and to kind of map out how to protect this technology so that it can then eventually be transferred to meet the requirements of people. On one hand, it is basically an information center. If a student is engaged in some level of research and potentially or identifies that there is some potential technology in the research, the students can go to the technology transfer manager and request for a meeting to discuss the possibilities of ensuring that this technology is protected. Now, there is an disadvantage if this doesn't happen, because if you are not well informed, then you might put your idea or the technology out there in the open domain, and somebody can take it and exploit it or use it without you getting any benefits from it as a student. So what the center helps students to do is, or staff to do, is to engage with somebody. Renita is a lawyer. She understands commercial law, she understands intellectual property law. So she can basically explain to you what are the benefits in this technology you're developing, how you can protect it, and what are the methods of being able to bring it to market or commercialize it and make it something that is worthwhile. We talk about creating jobs. Jobs are created by setting up businesses, and businesses are set up with some kind of a business plan or a business idea. And technologies are potentials, as we all know. We buy iPhones, iPads. These are all technologies that are set up as a business, and we go and buy them. So there is a business model behind the technology, and that makes it available to us. A lot of these technologies came out of research conducted by students. And so there are students here who have the brains, who are conducting some research, who are coming up with some technologies, either through research or either through skills development training programs like AppShift with UNICEF. They come up with technologies. These technologies need to be protected. Students need to know how to do it, and that's the essence of the Technology Transfer Center. What we have done so far is that any of the ideas that have emanated from students' work or have come out of a program like an AppShift, or some students have had certain ideas, they have engaged with myself and with Janita, and we have put together, some kind of a contract, a non-disclosure agreement. We have educated them as to how to go about protecting the idea. They have received basically documents that would help them to be able to develop the ideas further without any fear of somebody taking the idea and exploiting it. So the other groups that went through the October AppShift Social Innovation Program are also part of this whole process. So all those ideas, they are engaging with the Technology Transfer Center to see what elements of what they have done requires protection. Because you can come up with an idea, but you also need to know whether the idea is out there already, or whether there is any need for you to protect it. If it is basically an idea out there already, then there's no protection. Somebody needs to find that out, and that's what the Technology Transfer Center does. Well, I've had a wonderful time. My son used to say it's been about 3 months now. I've really, really enjoyed myself. Everybody's lovely. I came here purposely because I had started when I was here in the summer. I did a bit of work with UNICEF. I identified a couple of gaps in the way that UNICEF does, in the way that UBT does. I kind of proposed that the two work together. I was quite lucky that the proposal, was accepted by both parties, so UBT on one hand and UNICEF on the other hand. This brought them together to start the Social Innovation Center, and I was asked to come back as a consultant to put it together. So whilst the time I have been here, I've been working on a couple of different things, and one of the things has been I've been creating what I call the Research, Innovation and Entrepreneurship Development Institute, which is another institute that's going to be created here, basically focusing on research, innovation, entrepreneurship development. Within this space, we have about 6 centers and offices. So amongst which is the Technology Transfer Center, but it has been fantastic. I've enjoyed it very, very much. The students are great. I had opportunities to be part of a couple of lectures. The students are wonderful. The lectureship, very, very supportive, very, very interesting, broad vision of the professor, and the lateral vision of an approach he uses. I think he's a great visionary. I think he's a great leader, and I've enjoyed having that opportunity to work in a transition country, as you might put it, with somebody who has education as a heartbeat. So it's been all in all a very, very good. I'm going to miss it very much. I'm going to miss my office and my colleagues and everybody. Yeah, it's been wonderful. I probably would like to leave with UBT students is the fact that it's a joy to live in that space of being able to identify social problems, and then after identifying those social problems, to look for solutions. I believe that with the education that is being provided, students in UBT are able to not only understand on one hand the social problems that the community as a whole is facing, but also can apply that knowledge to address those challenges. And I would encourage students to engage more in identifying these problems and trying to use the knowledge they're gaining to address them. I think that within UBT there is enough knowledge, understanding and ability to be able to come out with groundbreaking innovations that can change the course of the life of the community.